And welcome back, guys. We're going to be playing some more Sons of Forest. So this is more of an update video. I might do some building, I might not. Anyways, so I went ahead up the zip line since after the update, and oh boy, did I get surprised when I went to the very top of my zip line. One of my zip line stations is now inside of a mountain. So apparently, in the last update for Sons of the Forest, they added a tip to the mountain where it used to be flat, and that's where I plan to build my tower, which is no longer possible. And I'll be showing you why it's no longer possible here in a minute. Yeah, this zip line goes right into where there should be a zip line station, but there's no zip line station there anymore because it's in the mountain. The mountain ate it. And I've tried many times to jump up here to get on top of the mountain. It's not possible anymore. So when I see a YouTuber climbing the mountain, I call bullshit because I try bunny hopping up to a certain point, but eventually there is a barrier that physically prevents you from getting up there. I'm going to guess that the Sons of Forest developers got tired of people using the sled to go up one side of the mountain and sled down the other side of the mountain. I'm going to guess that's why they made the change to the mountain. So I kind of had to improvise my options for building for our goal. So we're going to be building our little cabin right there, and we're going to call it close enough because I am not redoing my zipline system. It took way too long to get the zip lines up here. So let me get back to my zipline. I sat there for 5 hours upgrading my zipline system. So that's what it looks like with the foundations. That's 5 hours of just me sitting there messing around with foundation styles and trying to figure out how I'm going to build this on the side of the mountain. And I sat there for 5 hours. I figured I'd get the foundations down and you guys can see me build the walls and, physically build it on top of there. So I figured, okay, I'll get a bunch of logs up here eventually. Haven't physically decided if this is exactly what I want for a layout. I know I want a deck looking out this way, which is a nice view. Uh, I think I'll put, I think I'll make it so that back here it kind of pops outwards more, where there's like a window over this way. Haven't decided too far on what I want to do yet. Just gonna throw that off the cliff there. So I'm thinking this. We'll do that right there. We'll get rid of that. We'll just toss it off the cliff here. So my only water source is right there, and it's quite treacherous, otherwise speaking, very dangerous to go over and access that water source. Thinking something along these lines. And it would look like this on both sides. I'll just have to live with this little corner that I can't use, basically. And I'm thinking something like this. Get rid of that. Maybe I will keep that. Get rid of that. And then we'll do a windowsill here. And then we'll do little logs up this way. Little logs on this side. We'll have like 2 windows or something. I would like one big window, but I don't think we're going to get that. I also need to design a new spot for the cable for the, what do you want to call it? The zip line to come up to. So that's why I'm just taking this crap off. Yikes. Really? Apparently you can't put side logs over to this, which is slightly annoying. So now I need to reattach my zip line so instead of it going down there, it comes up here. But yes, this is 5.5 hours of me putting up these foundations, and this was not fun. I doubt you want to sit there and see me put up foundations for 5.5 hours. As you can tell, I started down here, I got them to jet outwards one, where it's a floor, and I just built upwards. And yeah, that's 5.5 hours. It doesn't look like it. It doesn't do much justice looking at it. It's 5.5 hours. I don't know how to do, time lapse. I don't know how to do time lapse or anything like that. So I just kind of winged it. Sitting there, I'm not stopping my build. you know, when you have that idea of building on a mountain, you're not going to let the developers of the Sons of the Forest go, oh, you can't build on the mountain anymore. Watch me. I'll build on the side then. So we're going to be putting a new zip line down here. Get rid of this one. And then we can get rid of this little thing down here that we have in the way that used to catch the logs. I'll probably keep that one up there and fool around with it, see if I can get it to work. I don't think I'm going to get it to work. I think it's pretty cooked. Alright, we'll see if I can get logs in that. I don't think I can, but I'm going to try. Let's get a test dummy on there. Hikey's that's high. So apparently cannibals cannot get this high on the mountain. Ooh, we're just staring at that sun. Whew. Okay, so we can get stuff up here. Cool. I'll show you the zipline system here in a minute. I just noticed that there's something built over here. No, it's an NPC, never mind. It's not something built. Yeah. I figured I'd grab some logs. And now I need to mirror what I'm doing on the other side there. That means I gotta pull all these up. Damn it. I can reuse these. If we don't need it, just throw it off the mountain. Looks at me, stop throwing stuff off the mountain. No. I need that. The entire time I'm sitting there, stop throwing stuff off the mountain. I need that. Gets flung off the mountain. It's like, nah. Chase it down the mountain. Thinking something along that way. Where it goes out a little bit, it goes inwards, and then I've got this space for putting drying racks in. That's what I'm thinking. I also have a doorway there, but I kind of want a doorway here, even though this seems like a bad place to put a door. I'll probably put it like here, so I can come out here and have access to water. So I can physically walk over here, cross my fingers that I don't go sliding down the mountain, because that spot right there is very slippery. But yeah, that's the only source of water I have, and it'll be very difficult getting fish up here. But yeah, I want a doorway here, and I want another doorway over here. And yeah, the cabin's going to be kind of like that. Now we'll go down the zipline system here in a minute, and I'll show you what's going on with the zipline, how have I upgraded it, why did it take me 5 hours to upgrade the zipline system, and then we'll come back and we'll just work on the cabin here. Whee! I gotta go down and get more water anyways. For some reason, ziplining up is no problem with this one, but ziplining downwards is kind of a pain in the ass. So I've done quite a bit of upgrades. I upgraded the bridge a little bit. I kept losing my log cart basically. Calvin, come here. Build and finish structures. We have 160 sticks. Get them. So each one of these take like 40 sticks. And it's like, Jesus. Oh, we had visitors at one point. We have no visitors now. So somehow the cannibals keep putting totems up here. I have it set up so that their only way in is to physically spawn out here and come over here. This is physically the only way they can get in right now. They don't spawn inside of the base like other places it does. And they can't exactly jump over the wall, so there's no trees for that. So you can kind of see what's going on with that. I've only given them one option in. They don't go across the bridge for some reason, so it's like, okay, sure. I put a new zip line in just for me to get back up here. That one's specifically for logs. This station got upgraded where we can now chop down trees farther down the mountain and send them up by zip line. This station's more violent for the logs to be sent up because it keeps hitting that backboard there, and they don't go into the other holders like it's supposed to. So it's, you know, kind of doing what it's supposed to be, but not really. I use the river to get logs downstream and collect them later. So I'll chop down a tree, I'll intentionally direct it towards the river, and then the logs will flow down, get caught on one of these, and if it doesn't get caught here, it'll get caught somewhere down river here, and I'll collect them down there. Put another little bridge in to make it easier to go across without having to fight the current of the river. Over here, we have some more large log holders. I plan to cut down all of these trees in this area. Pretty much. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And then we'll send the logs up. So make sure the like button, make sure subscribe button. I'm going to go ahead and start carrying logs up and show that I'm actually bringing the logs up there and storing them. Make sure the like button, make sure subscribe button. Let's get into it. Alrighty, well, I'm going to continue bringing logs up here. As you can tell, this is going to be a very grueling task of going down the mountain, cutting down trees, storing the logs, sending them up the zip line, go to each zip line station, unload the log holders, put them on the zip line, send them up. It's going to be a very grueling task doing this. So next time you see me, hopefully the walls on the cabin are built, and hopefully I have like log storage up here or something. Something to keep the logs from flying over where they're being stored. As you can clearly see, we had a problem with our zip line down there where the little cabin is, where the logs are being projected with so much force that they're overshooting where they need to be, you know, uh, collected by the log holders. So yeah, that's a new issue that I'm going to have to deal with down there. On top of that, we also have the issue up here where the logs are coming up the zip line with so much force that they are physically flying over your build site. So, next time when you see me, hopefully I'll have the walls up and have more an update for you guys of how the build is doing up here. Originally, I wanted to show me on camera building the walls, but if it's taken me almost 33 minutes, almost 32 minutes to show you just me putting logs atop of where I have plans to build, like if it's taking me 32 minutes just to bring logs up the mountain and put them on top of here, can you imagine how long it's going to take me just to show me building the walls? Yeah, it sounds like I should just build the walls off camera, leave the doorways intact, leave where the windows should be intact, and then just show me popping out where the windows and doors will be. That sounds more interesting than sitting me, instead of seeing me sit here for a while I'm building it. You can kind of see where I'm heading with this. It's like, it'd make more sense if I just build the walls, show you a recent update of me showing what I've done with the walls so far. I think I will put another story on this, and then I'll do like a roof line at some point. Still got to figure out how the hell I'm going to do that because I want it to be an open room. I don't want it to have like Aster columns or anything like that. I want it to be an open room. So should be interesting. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully this video was entertaining.